The #1 most winning deck in Standard is mono white. Most popular, most winning, and it's not what you think. It's not the life gain deck. That's good. But there's versions that are better. Look at this one. 84% win rate. We're going to play one of these new mono white versions. It's an awesome deck, somehow new, but not using any cards from Avatar and not using that many rares. Very easy deck to build. Let's see it in action. Welcome to the Attic Manadad here. It's the channel where we explore what's fun in Magic, mostly on Arena. On Arena today, it's Avatar season, but this most winning deck doesn't have an Avatar card. In fact, thanks to Through the Omen pads, none of the cards are from a Universes Beyond set. They're all within Magic's universe. There's only 8 rares. This is an absolutely easy slam dunk deck to build. What are the 8 rares? Well, first of all, we've got a Most Helpful Weaver. It's going to come down, going to make a 2/1 spider token with reach. That's going to put a +1/+1 counter on a creature. Very nice with Wonderweave Aerialist, which gets flying as long as it is modified, including having a counter on it. Then it's going to give something double strike until end of turn. Just straight value town. The other rares are Spellbook Vendor from WoW. It kind of made a splash when it first came out. Then you haven't seen it for a while. It's a 2/2 vigilance. If you feel like it, on the beginning of combat, you can pay 1, put a sorcerer roll, which is a +1/+1 and gives you a scry whenever you attack. Other than that, we got a lot of the sort of blue-white enchantments package, but just straight up in white. Optimistic Scavenger is going to give pluses whenever an enchantment comes down. Shardmage's Rescue, we can hold up to save stuff. Shelter by Ghosts, obviously, is the premium removal right now in Standard. It's going to make our Wonderweave Aerialist have extra ward, hit for lifelink, and fly. So that's a great thing to pop on there. We can also just straight up give something flying with Feather of Flight. We have Ethereal Armor to give a super buff to one of these creatures. And we also have Veteran Survivor, which is one, I don't even think I really saw this in the limited format for Duskmourn, but it is a 2/1 for 1, which is just, still good value in 2025. And if you manage to attack with it 3 times and exile 3 cards from a graveyard, so it is graveyard hate, it's going to get +3/+3 in hexproof, which is not bad then if you pop a Feather of Flight on it. So just really taking advantage of the anti-removal, build a big Voltron creature. I can't believe this has such a high win rate. We're going to take it to the ladder. We're going to see if we can get the kind of win rates that the untapped.gg data is showing us. As always with videos on this channel, stick around to the very end, and I will show you the actual win rate of the deck. Not just the games that got put in the video, but actually how it performed, the actual stats. And we're going to see, is this really the best deck in Best of 1 Standard? Let's find out. Mono white with enchantments. I mean, it's all 1-drops. We could keep it. We'll get 2 draws to hit a land. What do we think? Risky?
There should be no risk management. Study risk-taking, not risk management.
Risk. Let's do it. Mean Gene Pollinator. Save the Seam Rip for Badger Mole. Well, no Badger Mole. So, guess we'll Seam Rip the Innkeeper's Talent? I don't think Shardmage's Rescue is that good here. We have a 5/5 first strike on turn 2. That's good, and that's and opponent scoops it up. There you go. What are we gonna say?
Yeah, well, sometimes nothing can be a real cool hand.
Mono white enchantments, not life gain. Up against Kalyat. Well, if we're going first. Oh yeah, we've got the survivor. Yeah, okay. I thought we didn't have anything really to play on turn one. We had this, but there's no target for it. We got the survivor. Keep on surviving. It's a survivor. And it better survive. I guess we just always hold up Shield Mage's rescue. Let's see. Mono white. And we get a most helpful Weaver. Attack. It's for 2. May as well get a second creature. Open a second. Second wave of attack. A second angle of attack. Words. What are they good for? Wonderweave Aerialist. Okay. So you become a spider hero. We can't shelter by Ghost the Wonderweave Aerialist. This seems like it might be kind of a mirror match here. If we had drawn a land, we could have seam ripped the Wonderweave Aerialist, but we did not draw the land. So let's do this. Depending on what happens, we can flash in Shardmage's Rescue and get a plus counter with the Optimistic Scavenger if they block. They're all in on the Wonderweave. They are hidden land drops. Spellbook Vendor. Okay. Looks like somebody else is onto the same tech here. Kalyat. They've got the Ethereal Armor. Now they're flying. Guess I'll hold back Shardmage's Rescue. We do not get... Okay, well, we'll double strike that. We can seam rip the Spellbook Vendor. Hoping to save that seam rip for something else, but... You know... This is still going to be a big hit. Oh, it's a lethal hit.
That was remarkable. I'm still just running that sequence through my mind. It happened really quickly. Nothing matches that. I can hardly believe it.
How wild would it be if the best deck in Standard is mono white, and it's not the life gain deck? It's not the mono white life gain deck. We've had really good success with mono white life gain. But this is something different. This is the Enchantments deck. So, we got 2 lands. We don't have anything to do on turn 1, but I guess we'll keep. Up against Frater Bonus. A Latin-speaking monk. Here we go. And we'll play the Spellbook Vendor. It could just easily get yoinked. Looks like Simic Badger Mole. This is number 2 most popular deck. And luckily don't have to worry too much about removal with that deck. We've Sheltered by Ghosts. We can take out the first Badger Mole. There it is. Badger Mole. Earth Bends. Yes, it's another badger mole. Boy, they always have it, don't they? Just always have that badger mole. All right, potentially holding up protection. Let's see. I'm going to try to repulsive mutation. Huh. Okay. I guess that works. Let's scry for more removal. Opponent has access to 6 mana here on turn 3. In standard. How soon until this guy gets banned? Poapiach Recruit. And I think we're just racing here. Pop the Feather of Flight on the Spellbook Vendor and decline. Okay, Shelter by Ghosts. Are giving them a turn to do something ridiculous. They only got 2 cards in hand, though. Well, that's Azure Beastbinder. I thought that was the happy guy. The bird. Obviously it's not, because it's not flying. They put the Spellbook Vendor on the ground. And, well, let's attempt to Shelter by Ghosts once again. 4 abilities removed. But I guess this will bring those abilities back. If I hit the Badger Mole Cub, they get 2 +1/+1 counters, don't they? Maybe I want the Beastbinder. I got another protection spell, Wang Shitong. They've got card draw. Be blocked by creatures with power 2 or greater. It's like no way to block this guy. I guess no blocks. I don't know how we win from here. And they got Tyvar the Pummeler. And another Pop Patch Recruit. We'd need like a board wipe or something. Do I just offer the trade with Wan Shi Tong? Because then I get a scry at least. Optimistic Scavenger. That's putting 3 counters a turn. I guess we'll draw that. They can give everything plus X, though. I think they just win next turn. Frater bonus! Alright, let's see. Hopefully they draw dead. Land is probably good. Restless Vinestock is annoying. With Tyvar, does that even give trample too? No, it doesn't give trample. Yeah, alright. I think we can safely scoop it up. Up against Wolf 3269. Sounds like the name of a planet. I do think we probably want more than 1 land. Maybe we don't need 3. Maybe we bottom a land. I don't know. Risky, but we'll try it. District Mascot. Okay. Uh-huh. Well, we probably want to Seam Rip. Seam Rip kind of not working with Veteran Survivor. I'd rather have that in the graveyard. Innkeeper's Talent for no value. Interesting. So we can Survivor Armor or we can Spellbook Vendor. I think we're gonna Survivor Armor. Because usually with green, the way to win here is just to go bigger. If we hit a land, we can pay 1 for the Sorcerer roll. Hop Hatch Recruit. And another Pop Hatch Recruit. Okay. That is now a 3/2 recruit. Okay, 1. Put this on there. That on there. And now we can attack with both. They can still trade, I suppose. Most helpful Weaver? Sure. Kind of need flying to really get in for some serious damage. They don't have a good double block. Okay, they're actually going to just chump block. Take the 4. And we get to eat. I think I ate it with the right one. This was 1, yeah. Okay. And they scoop it up. Mono white enchantments. Nothing?
Mono white enchantments. Let's go. Let's see how we do. The all veteran survivor's hand. I'm going to keep it because I want to see what most helpful Weaver can do with the veteran survivor. Not sure it can do that much. And look, it's a green deck. Bloody freaking daddy. Well, let me guess, you're going to have a Badger Mole Cub at next turn. No. Mean Gene Pollinator and a Frenzied Baloth. Okay. Alright. I'll trade with that. That's fine. I got a 3/2. That attacks pretty nicely. I guess I'll just get some more stuff down, because then next turn giving double strike, you can double Ethereal Armor on it. That should be good. Ouroboros. Okay, it's a race. The most definite race. That already has double strike. I could give each of these first strike. Now everything attacks pretty decently into the Ouroboros. Yeah, that's double strike. You might not want to block that. Okay, you're gonna block that. You're gonna let the Boroid live. It's gonna go straight to 1 damage. And nowhere else. Spinner of Souls. Okay, that has reach. It's kind of a problem. Bit short on land here. They will be forced to block, however. That's the other one that can exile. And they get another one. Okay, well, we're going to have 2 flyers. Can they deal 18 damage this turn is the question. They might be able to, honestly. The Frenzied Baloth. They're only attacking with that. They're leaving it back. Wow, okay. Well, that's the game. GG's. Huh? Ah, still not working.
That was remarkable. I'm still just running that sequence through my mind. It happened really quickly. Nothing matches that. I can hardly believe it.
There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Okay, so how'd we do? Well, 67% win rate, 60% of the play, 100% on the draw. I don't. How many matches were we on the draw? I'm not sure, but yeah, lost to Control and lost to the Simic deck, but beat a bunch of the green ramp decks and won a mirror match. So yeah, and very fast, less than 30 minutes to just rank right up with this thing. This deck is awesome. In terms of changes, I don't know what you could change. You want the Seam Rips and you want the Shelter by Ghosts to deal with the early stuff from opponents. Maybe Spellbook Vendor you don't need 4 of there. Maybe you don't need 4 of Feather of Flight. You might, you know, go for more of something else. But I don't know what. Is there another enchantment right now in Standard you guys would be running instead? Is there something we could run instead of a Plains? Like a utility land? Just a really straightforward, easy to build, relatively easy to play. You do have some strategy involved. Hopefully you got a little bit of that watching the video. And yeah, wins a lot. So fantastic. Thanks for joining me in the attic. Leave me a comment if you like the video. Stick around for more fun Standard videos. This has been Manadad reminding you Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Adios.